Hello, my name is the Python Dev, and I had a couple questions of people asking me, where did I learn how to code? Well, it's almost been 3, 4 months ago. I went into a coding bootcamp called Savvy Coders, and I learned front end web development. I learned JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. And I just wanted to talk about like the 10 things that I wish I knew when I started like a booting or what's called a coding bootcamp. First thing is it's hard. Like study and keep up and keep asking questions. Like I really did not realize how hard this course was gonna be. It was 4 hours, Monday through Thursday, and it was difficult. Honestly, I was working, and that's something they told us, like it would be really hard on us working, and then I was taking another class at my university. So something that I really, really would suggest is just to keep on studying and really just try to your best to keep up with the class every single day. And that just leads into my second one. Balancing this class with the job is super hard. Like a lot of times, these coding boot camps, and something that was told to me was like, we want you to code 20 hours a week or 20 to 30 hours a week out of the class. And so there's a lot of lack of sleep. You're gonna have to cancel plans and do the pre-work. I'm so grateful that the coding bootcamp I was in was like, hey, do these free courses. You don't have to buy anything. Do these free courses before you come into the class, and try your best to learn some of this information before you come in, right? Because that will help with the process. If you come in and it's the first time you're seeing something, it's gonna go through your head. It's just gonna go in one ear and out the other. And that's a mistake I made. I didn't finish all the pre-work, so towards the end of the class, I was struggling like a motherfucker. And third one is people are gonna drop out, and that's not something you should be scared about. I I would not drop out when you're seeing other people drop out. Those people are people who gave up on their dreams, or maybe they had maybe they had something else going on. But at the end of the day, remember why you chose to do the coding bootcamp, why you're in it, what you're doing it for, and keep on going, right? And four is like use some of your resources. YouTube will literally be your best friend, right? And not just YouTube. A lot of these. So right now I'm learning Python. A lot of these website, or a lot of these coding languages, they want you to use their language. So there's a lot of open source free material. Python has an official tutorial on its own website. So I literally would go into that, learn this stuff, and or on YouTube. Instead of just doing the same thing over and over and building a calculator, or doing building a list, or learn and learn from people, learn how to build games, learn just type in what's a while loop, what's a function. And another website you can use is MDN, especially for the front end web development. It's super helpful, has everything that you could possibly need. Relax. You're gonna have imposter syndrome. You're gonna feel like you're not good enough, like you shouldn't be there, that everyone else is smarter than you. But in reality, you're just as smart as anyone else there. If you talk to your friends or the people inside that class, they're all gonna feel the same way. They're gonna be like, oh, we're not coders. But I was telling, we were talking about it in my class. We're like, oh, we're not coders. 8 weeks into the class, and the eighth week we were building websites and doing while loops and jQuery, and it's just like we knew what we were doing. We knew our shit. It's not you're you're doing okay. You're doing fine. Imposter syndrome is a thing. Just relax, calm yourself down, and just start saying some positive things to yourself. Like, look at all the things you're doing. Look at all the things that you're uploading to GitHub and are getting at, and really just know you're okay and you're doing well. Just to go on to that, you might get burnt out for a little bit. In the middle of especially for me, I was working 30 hours a week. I was going to school, plus this. I was feeling really burnt out. So really take time to do some self-care. Do whatever you want to do. Face mask, go running, go to the gym, make some food for yourself, talk to your significant other, and really just schedule some time out for yourself so you don't get burnt out. This is supposed to be a fun thing, and it's supposed to be maybe even a career-changing thing. You don't want to hate it within the first 3 weeks of you doing it. Consistency is key. A lot of the times what I see is the problem with a lot of people who come out of a coding boot camp is they just stop. they stop coding. They're like, and then they might even have a job interview 3 months down the line, and they've forgotten everything that they learned, and it's because they didn't keep up. Yeah, they weren't consistent with it. And so now when they're asking them what's an API, or how do you build a while loop, or how do you do this, or how do when they're asking you basic stuff, you're not going to know how to do it. Utilize other resources in the class. Your teacher's not the only person who knows their stuff in the class. There's TAs in the class. There's TAs in my class. And one thing that I learned towards the end was they were here for me, which is so obvious, but it's something that's really scary. I really would just go up to them, ask them questions. They like it, that they're there for you. They've gone through the class probably, actually they've gone through the class already, and they're there for you. The teacher's not the only person who knows everything, and the student might be able to teach it better because he just learned this stuff, or she just learned this stuff maybe a year ago, and now can teach you how they learned it. And make friends within the course. Something that I think I messed up on in the beginning, and I really worked on towards the end, was I would really isolated myself in the beginning, and that was something that really harmed me and my growth and my development within this coding bootcamp. Something that can really help you and can really push you to be better is making friends within the course, because then you can talk about things like imposter syndrome, maybe you have some type of code that you have a problem with, and there's the smart kid in the class who apparently already has his master's degree in computer science. You can ask him questions, talk to him, and learn from or him or her, and really and you can make some good connections where, let's say, they get a job right after and they liked you, they know you, they can recommend you to HR. So it's something that it's important, and it's also important just to not feel alone in the class, like you're going through it by yourself. And the last thing is, and something that, again, personally, I really, really struggled with, was asking questions. The teacher's there for you. You're paying for the class. Ask questions. Email them. Slack them. I message them. Anything that you can do, send a pigeon for all I care, right? But whatever you can do, message them and make sure that, hey, tell them honestly, like, hey, I'm struggling with this. No teacher's gonna be like, suck it up. No, they're like, oh, what's wrong? Why are you struggling? What do you need help with? What can I do for you? And also, if no one else is asking questions in class, but you're the only one asking questions, that's probably a good thing, you know? Maybe other people aren't asking questions because they're shy and afraid, and you're asking questions that they need to hear. And also, who cares? You're paying for the class. You are also in the class. As long as you're not asking a question every 3 seconds, maybe you write them down at the end and talk about them 10-15 minutes, after class or whatever. But ask questions, ask your TAs questions, ask questions, go online, ask as many questions as you can, because at the end of the day, once you leave that course, you're not going to have that person there for you every single day, right? Use your resource while you have it, you're paying for it, and become the best coder you can be. And I guess 11, I don't even have the 11th one written down, but just really, you can do this. You are great. This is something that you want to do. This is a field that you want to be in, and you can do it. If no one has told you that, I'm here to tell you that. If I'm the first one to tell you that, you can do it. I believe in you, and you should believe in yourself too. You got this, and there's nothing and no one holding you back except for yourself. You need to go to school and use the computers there, use the school computers. You don't have a school computer, you don't go to university, go inside the university. No one's going to stop you. I had people do that all the time, right? And you got this. This is all... It doesn't all have to be all on you, but you got this, and you can do this, and you're amazing. Anyways, I'm the Python dev, and those are the 10 things I learned from my coding bootcamp, and I hope you have a wonderful day.